Thank you to Queen's University for this celebration, and congratulations to each of you graduating this morning. It is a great privilege to ask you to join your thoughts and prayers with mine as we share gratitude for today's joy. Everlasting God, we are grateful for the paths that have led each of us to this moment. They have not always been easy or comfortable or smooth. They have not come without cost, which makes our arrival today all the more precious to us. Almighty One, we are grateful for the companions who have joined us in our journey at every stage, and who have encouraged us to take just one more step, and just one more. Their presence in our lives makes today all the richer. Creator Spirit, we are grateful for the lessons we have learned both in and out of our classes and books. These lessons enable us to look at the world with curiosity and wonder, with an attitude of love and respect, and with a posture of service. May these lessons further shape our lives to seek justice, to love goodness and kindness, and to walk thoughtfully through the world. Gracious, loving Spirit, we are grateful for the path that leads us out of this celebration and into the next step in our journey. When we feel lost and forget our way, may we look for the sun to come again and light our paths before us. May we listen to the deepest longings of our hearts and follow them with faith, hope, and love until we find their truest fulfillment and become who we are meant to be. With great hope and great grace, amen.
Please be seated. Megan, thank you for that lovely prayer. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Pamela Davies, and I am the president of Queen's University of Charlotte. Thank you, class of 2018. On behalf of all of us at Queen's, it is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to our 2018 commencement ceremony. Let me begin by congratulating each and every one of our graduates here this morning. Our traditional undergraduates, many of whom arrived on campus as bright and eager freshmen in 2014, and others who joined us along the way as transfer students. Our adult undergraduate students who have masterfully juggled family and employment commitments during their time at Queen's. And finally, our master's degree candidates who have worked so hard to expand their career opportunities by earning an advanced degree. All of you here today have worked hard to come to this point, and we celebrate you this morning. Your experiences at Queen's have varied, but in your own way, each of you embody what we call our yes and promise, our commitment that every Queen's student will engage in a unique set of experiences both in and outside of the classroom that broadens the lens through which they see the world. Well, class of 2018, you have certainly lived out that promise. Yes, you have experienced a rigorous in-class curriculum taught by highly qualified faculty, and you've learned so much from your experiences beyond our campus shrubline. You've traveled and studied in over 20 different countries, from Argentina to Ghana, Ecuador, France, Thailand, and Switzerland, just to name a few. You've done internships in banks and healthcare organizations and nonprofits across our city. You participated in groundbreaking research with other students and faculty, and you've presented that research to your peers across the country. You've made countless appearances in NCAA tournaments and brought home national championships that made us swell with school pride. You've lived out our motto, not to be served, but to serve, from the villages of Guatemala to the neighborhoods of New Orleans to Charlotte's own Classroom Central. You've sheltered the homeless at Room in the Inn and stayed up till dawn for the children of St. Jude's. You slept in your cars to raise awareness of homelessness, and on MLK Day, you packed essential care bags to serve the needs of those people. You've developed relationships with faculty and staff that have literally shaped who you are as a human being, and you have developed friendships that will last a lifetime. Your commitment and dedication to completing your degree is admirable, and I am confident that you are well prepared for the next step in your journey. I hope and I know you will remember to thank the people who have supported you in this effort. Your parents, family members and friends, the faculty here and the staff at Queens. You've had many cheerleaders and advocates during your journey to your degree, and they share in your joy today. Yesterday at the baccalaureate ceremony, you heard from the Reverend Dr. Richard Boyce, who advised us that while life will not always be easy, there is great hope at the end of a hard road. Today, we'll hear from Kevin Washington, whose leadership of one of the most impactful organizations in our country, the YMCA, is creating access to programs and hope for millions of Americans. There is much to be learned from their powerful messages. Graduates, you will undoubtedly go on to make your own mark in the world, whether you affect our nation's future by working with nonprofit organizations like the Y, or leading a Fortune 500 company, by advancing healthcare opportunities, or shaping a child's future by providing access to education. We look forward to seeing the difference that each of you will make in the days and years to come. Graduates, this is your day. Enjoy every minute of it. Congratulations to the class of 2018. I'd now like to invite someone who needs no introduction to the podium, Mr. Marcus Ramos Pearson, President of the senior class.
Hello, everyone. So as President Davies said, my name is Marcus Ramos Pearson, and I am the senior class president. But if you do not know me as Marcus, you may know me as Rex Royal, the school mascot. So, that's what I would say. So it is normally a tradition for the school mascot to reveal themselves at graduation, typically using an item of the costume. So as you can see, I'm wearing the tail today because I feel like, why not? So I'd like to say thank you to the class of 2018 for allowing me to serve you as your president for the past 3 years. And thank you to the family and friends who have taken the time to be here joining us today. For every single one of us, our lives are partly shaped by those around us. They are the people we truly care about and the people we wish we never met. Every single person who enters our lives leaves a mark, and they leave another when they exit. As I continue on, I would like for all of you to think about a person in your life and how they have changed you. It can be a friend, a teacher, an ex-lover, or even that annoying coworker. As a captain of the Queens cheer team and the inaugural member of the Queens men's rugby team, I can tell you that my coaches have left an important mark on my life. They have pushed me not only on the court and the field, but in the classroom and in the community as well. While I may have hated running miles during preseason and running sprints in a hot August sun, I knew that it was not only to build endurance, but to build team camaraderie. Both of my head coaches knew that the student came first in the term student athlete. To quote Lloyd Townsend, now my former cheer coach, you did not come to Queens to get a degree in cheerleading. And to quote Frank McKinney, now my former rugby coach, if you went through the school and do not get a degree, I have failed you as a coach. To satisfy both my coaches, I got a degree, and it was in biology. Thank you. Throughout my Queens academic career, I've had the pleasure of being taught by some of the best teachers, whether they were professors in a business school, the science and psychology departments, or even the art department. These teachers have helped me get to this stage today. There are too many professors to name individually, but to name individually, to know that some of my favorites have been the ones I have traveled with. To quote one of them, under promise and over deliver. I had promised my family 4 years ago that I would graduate, but I do not think they thought I would deliver them the class address. I would not be up here delivering the address if it was not for the great friends I have made along the way. They have been with me through thick and thin, and even when the days felt like they would never end. I am sure I can speak for most of us when I say that there is a common experience there. Our friends have left a mark on our lives, and they will leave another as we leave Queens. As the old saying goes, good friends are hard to come by. So even though we are now heading our separate ways, be sure to keep in touch with them. Keep them close, no matter how far apart that you may go. To end my speech, I would like to answer the question, now that you have graduated, how do you feel? And I would like to answer that question with a quote from Richie McCaw, the retired flanker and captain of the New Zealand All Blacks rugby team. I'm relieved, to be quite honest. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Good morning. Oh, you can do better than that. Good morning. Awesome. Thank you. My name is Michael Tarwater, and I'm up here today on behalf of the Board of Trustees to welcome each and every one of you to this very special commencement at Queen's University of Charlotte. A highlight of my role as chairman of the board is the opportunity to celebrate this momentous occasion with each of you today. You came to campus with intellectual curiosity, and you leave campus with wisdom shaped by academic rigor. You are a very impressive graduating class, and it gives me a tremendous amount of pleasure to be a part of your commencement as we recognize your distinguished accomplishments. You know, this year marks Queen's 159th commencement. Think about that. For me, it's amazing to think that over the past century and a half, plus a little, students just like you have walked across stages on this campus on one of the most important days of their lives. What a privilege it is for this university to have impacted so many people. I believe that much of what you've taken from Queens and your Queens experience is grounded in the experiences of the people who came before you, the men and women who were Queens students and now Queens graduates. So as a graduate, it's my hope that you will remain a fan cheering for the Royals, that you will be a patron taking in a student theater production in the new Gambrell Center that will open next year, a donor funding a scholarship, or simply an alumnus saying a proud word about your alma mater. It really is important, the continued support of past graduates and their love of Queens that shaped this university over the years and made it what I know you know it to be, a very special place. Each man and woman that came before you at Queens is part of that legacy. And today, you join that legacy. As President Davies mentioned, making a difference and changing the world will be a theme here today. Having recently retired as chief executive of Carolina's healthcare system, and after a long career there, I had the blessing and the opportunity to witness many remarkable people who are indeed making the world a better place, many of whom actually trained here in your own Blair College of Health. I urge you to use the foundation that you've built here at Queens to support you through a lifetime of finding your own ways to make a difference. Your university honors you today, and in turn, it's our hope that you will honor your university. Stay engaged, stay supportive, be proud of your accomplishments, and be proud of Queens. We are very, very proud of you. Congratulations, and best wishes for a bright and happy future. And it is now my pleasure to introduce somebody who probably doesn't also need an introduction, Stephanie Banau, who will continue with the program. Thank you.
morning. My name is Stephanie Bunau, and I'm student body president of Queen's University. So family and friends, it's my honor and my pleasure to introduce Mr. Kevin Washington this morning. Mr. Washington has made his mark by serving the YMCA for 36 years. In February 2015, he became the first African American president and CEO of the YMCA. He was the president and CEO of the Y of Great Boston and Greater Hartford and COO in metropolitan Chicago. But more than that, he has a big smile, a big laugh, and a big heart for people. The Y has pushed to create positive change in society by being the heart for communities. Growing up in South Philadelphia, Mr. Washington referred to the Y as his safe haven. He formed a relationship with his mentor at the Y, who gave him his first job. And he played basketball at the Y, which led to a scholarship at Temple University. Working at the Y isn't just a job for Mr. Washington. It's an act of public service. And the Y isn't just a place for recreational activities, but a vehicle used to address social issues in communities. When I asked Mr. Washington what he's passionate about, he said providing opportunities for young people to address young people and giving them access to resources to succeed in society. Mr. Washington also expresses humility when he says success doesn't come to people on their own. In fact, he mentioned a number of challenges and a number of people who helped him along the way. He says it's about the journey, not the destination. And on his journey, you can't do it alone. He's hopeful when he thinks about the millennial generation, saying that we're more globally competent, more caring, and more digitally connected than ever before. So Mr. Washington is an inspiration, but he's also inspired. Everyone, please welcome me in joining, please join me. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Washington.
Thank you, Stephanie, for that introduction. Family and friends of Queen's University, it is my honor to be, whoop, that's the wrong one, let me see. All right, here it is. Thank you, Stephanie, for that introduction. Good morning, Queens College. Good morning, Queen University, class of 2018. How you doing today? Good morning as well to everyone else gathered here to celebrate family, friends, faculty, staff, and other guests. It's an honor for me to be here with you today. I am here at the invitation of my good friend and your president, Dr. Pamela Davies. She's a longtime YMCA Board of Directors, which means essentially she's my boss. And she's our chair-elect, which means that in 2 years, she'll be the chair of our board, which really means she'll be my boss. I've already had my performance review this year, thankfully. But needless to say, I'm feeling a lot of pressure not to screw this up. Otherwise, next year's review may not be so pleasant. So in advance, let me say that I appreciate your support this morning and making sure I get a good review next year. You know, the role of commencement speaker is to inspire the graduates, to give you something important to think about as you go about into the world. And of course, not to bore you in the process. It's a big job. So this morning, I'm going to enlist the help of someone who is known for having given a good speech or two in his day. In fact, I'm going to reference one of his most famous speeches, one I had the distinct pleasure of witnessing in person. On October 26, 1967, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered a speech at Barry Junior High School in South Philadelphia. It is known as his "What is Your Life's Blueprint" speech. I was 13 years old, do not do the math, and a ninth grader at Barrett at the time. On the day of Dr. King's speech, I was seated front row, center in the school auditorium. That night, Dr. King would host a Stars for Freedom show a few miles south of Barrett at the now defunct Spectrum. Entertainers at that show included Aretha Franklin, Harry Belafonte, and Sidney Poitier. So, you could have forgiven Dr. King for being distracted or mailing in a speech to a bunch of junior high schoolers. Instead, he gave a rousing 20-minute address laying out what he believed should be in our life's blueprint, how we could reach our full potential regardless of our circumstances. I wish that I could tell you at age 13, I had the wisdom and foresight beyond my years, and that I immediately took everything Dr. King said that day to heart. I wish I could tell you that. But honestly, at that time, I was pretty sure I was going to play in the NBA. That was my full and only blueprint in junior high school. Professional basketball remained my dream until the summer of 1975, the summer after my junior year at Temple University. That's when I played in a summer basketball league against some actual NBA players. Needless to say, it didn't go well for me, and the experience set me on a different path. As I look back now, I realize the lessons Dr. King imparted that day in October 1967 did stick with me, even if they didn't capture my full attention at the time. I want to share with you his advice this morning through the prism of my own experience. My hope is that it will resonate with you as well, regardless of the state of your blueprint. In the words of Dr. King, number one in your life's blueprint should be a deep belief in your own dignity, in your own worth, and your own somebodyness. Keep in mind that he was speaking to a room full of black kids at the height of the civil rights struggle. He knew we may not have always felt as if we counted or that our lives had significance. So he was building us up. It worked. As Stephanie said, I am the first African American to hold the job I hold now as president and CEO of the YMCA of the USA. I also was the first African American to hold my 3 previous positions as well, 2 CEO positions and 1 CEO position at a local Y. I've been fortunate throughout my career in the Y to have great mentors, people who saw potential in me that I didn't always see in myself, people who are willing to advocate on my behalf, people who made sure I knew I counted. I would not be where I am without them. My advice to you is to seek out a mentor early in your career, even if one doesn't seek you out first. A mentor can help you build a career that is more successful and more rewarding than you could have imagined. I'm living proof of that. And my hope for you is that you never face an obstacle to achievement based on any dimension of your diversity. But even if that is the case, there will be people who will tell you that you can't, or you shouldn't, or you won't. Don't listen to them. Don't let anyone else define who you are. Be comfortable in your own skin. Be confident in your own abilities and make good things happen. Secondly, Dr. King told us in your life's blueprint, you must have a basic principle, the determination to achieve excellence in your various fields of endeavor. Once I realized the NBA wasn't going to be working out for me, I needed to redraw my blueprint. I was a history major at Temple, so I considered law school among other things. But one of the best decisions I ever made was following my passion for helping kids, which led me back to the Y. I say back to the Y because the organization has been a part of my life since I was 10 years old. Thanks to the Christian Street YMCA in South Philadelphia, I avoided the negative influence and tragic circumstances that plagued other kids from my neighborhood. Drugs, gangs, crime. I spent my after-school hours studying and playing hoops, which led me to my basketball scholarship at Temple. The why changed the trajectory of my life. So when I had the opportunity after college to work at the Christian Street Y as a youth director, I jumped at it. I wanted to give back, to make sure other kids from my neighborhood had the same opportunities as I did. 40 years and many different roles later, I'm still a youth director at heart. I wake up every morning and go to bed every night thinking about how the why can transform kids' lives and make the world a better place for them. This never has felt like a job for me. The lesson, in my experience for all of you, is that it's easy to do your best, to achieve excellence in your field of endeavor, to quote Dr. King, if you are passionate about what you do. Instead of a job, your work feels like a calling. Finally, Dr. King told us, in your life's blueprint must be a commitment to the internal principles of beauty, love, and justice. You have a responsibility to make life better for everybody. And so you must be involved in the struggle for freedom and justice. You're graduating today from a university whose motto is not to be served, but to serve. My message to you is simple. Continue living this motto. The struggle for freedom and justice continues in this country 40 years after Dr. King made these remarks at my junior high school. We need all of you to stay involved in that struggle. The playing field in our country today is not level. The Y is active in 10,000 communities nationwide, and we work every day to address the effects of the disparities and inequities that exist in these communities. By virtue of the education you received here at Queens, you are ahead of the game. There are opportunities in front of you that many people in our country can only dream about. You've worked hard to earn this prestigious degree and the opportunities that come with it, and you should feel good about that. But I hope you also feel a sense of responsibility to help those who aren't as fortunate. Robert Kennedy said, each time a man or woman stands up for an ideal or acts to improve the lives of others or strikes out against injustice, he or she sends forth a tiny ripple of hope. I implore you to send forth enough ripples to build a tidal wave for freedom and justice, not to be served, but to serve. About 6 months after Dr. King spoke at Barrett Junior High, he was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee. I have never taken for granted how lucky I was to hear him speak in person. How lucky my schoolmates and I were that the greatest civil rights leader in our nation's history chose to speak at junior high school in South Philadelphia. His message that day was simple but powerful. Believe in your own value as a person. Strive to be the best at what you do. Seek freedom and justice for all people. This guidance has been invaluable to me throughout my life. I hope it will be to you, the Queens University class of 2018 as well. It has been my absolute privilege to be here with you this morning. Thank you for the invitation and thank you for your attention. I wish all of you the best of luck. Take care. Right here.
Thank you so much, Kevin, for those inspiring words. They rang true to everything I know about you and your commitment to serve others. We are so grateful to have you here with us today. We certainly appreciate all you've done to advance the why, improve the health and lives of Americans. Because of your extraordinary work, I am pleased to announce that the Board of Trustees and the faculty of Queen's University of Charlotte have unanimously voted to award you an honorary doctorate of human letters. So we will do that now. Mr. Washington has been described as an avid advocate for the underdog and one who is passionate but possesses a clear vision. Diversity and inclusion play a large role within the YMCA, and Mr. Washington continues to drive that commitment in local communities as well. In his own words, our greatest role is not to do innovation, but to stimulate innovation, because we have great minds working every day to solve issues and run great programs. Mr. Washington stresses the message that there is an incentive for everyone to be engaged in the process because the outcomes will ultimately affect every child and family. In summary, Kevin Washington, in thought and deed, embodies the Queen's University of Charlotte motto, not to be served, but to serve. And so it is with great pride that upon unanimous vote of the faculty and trustees of Queen's University of Charlotte, and by the authority vested in me by the trustees in the state of North Carolina, I confer upon Kevin Washington the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters with all the privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, Dr. Washington. Congratulations. And now I'd like to turn our attention to several other individuals who have made a difference in the lives of others as we present the Algernon Sidney Sullivan Awards. Established in by the New York Southern Society in 1925, these awards recognize and honor excellence of character and humanitarian service. Since 1948, Queens has been presenting 2 awards, one to a member of the graduating class and one to a person or couple who is affiliated with the university in some other capacity. Let us start with our student recipient. Our 2018 student recipient has been active both on and off campus for all 4 years at Queens. He has demonstrated exemplary character and integrity and strives to support his fellow students. He has been a war leader, participated in various service trips and programs, and has been an academic tutor. He has been part of Campus Union Board, a lead mentor to ethnic minority and first-generation students, and has volunteered in and around Charlotte with Promising Pages and Habitat for Humanity. As a resident assistant, he has gone above and beyond to provide support and a welcoming, safe home for all of his residents. Finally, as a Golden Door Scholar, he has been an advocate for others. He has inspired students, faculty, and staff to better understand the experience of dreamers, doing so with great dignity. He is an embodiment of our motto, not to be served, but to serve. One of the nominators said of the recipient, he has developed into the kind of leader capable of advocating for causes important to him while maintaining relationships with those who disagree and see the world differently. He inspires me to do and be better. Queen's University of Charlotte is proud to honor this very deserving recipient, Jose Contreras Rangel, with the 2018 Algernon Sidney Sullivan Award. Jose, please come join me at the podium. Not working. Congratulations, Jose. Very well deserved. And now to our community recipient, Dr. Ophelia Garman Brown. As the first African-American female resident in family medicine at Carolinas Medical Center, Dr. Garman Brown served as the medical director of the Knoll Clinic Urgent Care. Eventually, she became the medical director for all Presbyterian urgent care centers, and in 2012 was promoted to senior vice president of business and community wellness and education. She has also served on the executive committee of the Presbyterian Hospital as well as Novant Medical Group. Recognizing the need for quality medical care across all socioeconomic groups, Ophelia has given freely of herself to promote awareness of this great need. She has served as medical director of the Charlotte Community Health Free Clinic and of the Salvation Army's Women's and Children's Shelter, and she has volunteered with the Charlotte Pregnancy Center. Dr. Garman Brown co-chaired the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Opportunity Task Force, which examined economic mobility in our city. Through research on segregation, income inequality, social capital, school capital, and family structure, their ultimate goal is to reduce inequality of opportunity in the Charlotte area and promote upward mobility. No one has been better suited for this role than our own Dr. Garman Brown. In addition to her professional responsibilities in medical practice, Dr. Garman Brown volunteers with numerous organizations. She serves on the board of directors of the Mecklenburg County Medical Society, on the board of the Charlotte Chamber, and is a member of the Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation Board. We are also very proud to have her as an esteemed member of our Board of Trustees here at Queens. Spiritual well-being is also important to Ophelia, and along the way, she returned to school to obtain a master's in divinity from Union Theological Seminary. She was ordained as a minister in 2012. The desire to serve and improve the lives of others has been a driving force for Ophelia throughout her life, and she can be credited for helping improve the quality of life for all citizens in our community. Her selfless dedication to service exemplifies the Queen's motto, not to be served, but to serve, and Queen's University of Charlotte is proud to honor her with the Algernon Sidney Sullivan Award. Ophelia, will you please join me on stage? At this time, I would like to introduce Dr. Sarah Fatherly, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, who will continue with the special awards.
Good morning. At this time, I'd like to present the Hunter Hamilton Love of Teaching Award. This award is given to a Queens faculty member who displays an exemplary love of teaching and whose way of life inspires the full potential of each student. This award is given through the generosity of the late Dr. James Presley Hamilton and Gray Hunter Hamilton in honor of their parents. Mrs. Hamilton and her daughter Elizabeth Owen are with us here today. And I wonder, Gray and Elizabeth, would you please stand and allow us to recognize you for your continued commitment to exemplary teaching. This year's recipient has been a member of the Queens community since 1994. A well-respected faculty member who teaches by example and makes a sincere attempt to create an authentic relationship with each of his students and colleagues. This faculty member was described by nominees as encouraging, genuine, accessible, knowledgeable, sincere, inspirational, and reassuring. As one faculty member noted, I've never left an interaction with him where he didn't lift my spirits. He always has a kind word at every turn. Multiple submissions noted his ability to remain constantly encouraging and reassuring. One current student echoed the sentiments of several others when she stated, "You never feel as though you're going to be left behind." Every class member, whether they initially intend to be or not, is pulled into his engaging and interactive teaching style. Particularly compelling was a comment from an alum who disclosed that He helped me to discover what I'm passionate about and what I wanted to build my career and life around. He was very accessible, and I looked forward to his classes each week. I'm going to say on an off-script note that I was in the fitness center not long ago, and there were two students working out nearby me, and they didn't know that I knew who they were talking about. And this is two students who had our professor this spring, and they were describing this balance of both rigor and support. So it was sort of a delightful moment since I knew I was going to give these remarks today. An educator at heart, our recipient is highly respected for his research on customer behavior and remains a much sought-after consultant by various firms, organizations, nonprofits, and startups. His knowledge of marketing and its numerous principles make him a highly respected contributor on WBTV Channel 3 News, Charlotte's CBS affiliate. For remaining genuine, approachable, and kind, for supporting your students and teaching from the heart, for being an enthusiastic role model, we name you Dr. Brad Brooks, Professor of Marketing in the McCall School of Business, recipient of the 2018 Hunter Hamilton Love of Teaching Award. You are basically bleeding, and then we welcome Brad's family members who are here with us today, and my Queens fellow faculty colleagues. Please plan to join us in Burwell Hall after the ceremony for a brief reception to congratulate Brad.
Congratulations, Dr. Brooks. It is now my pleasure to present the award for the traditional undergraduate valedictorian. The valedictorian is the student with the highest grade point average of our eligible seniors. To be considered, the student must have completed a minimum of 107 hours at Queens. This year, I am delighted to say that we have two students with identical grade point averages who will receive the valedictorian award. This year's co-valedictorians are Elena Grace Snow and Morgan Jean Winnestaffer. In 1948, Queens established an evening college specifically for adult students who desire to complete their degrees or pursue higher education for the first time. At Queens, we agree that obtaining a degree, regardless of life stage, is the most important and proudest moment in a person's life. Today, we recognize a student with the highest GPA among our post-traditional students. Caitlin M. Kelly from Blair College of Health, would you please come forward and receive your award? And now, for the moment we've been waiting for, we are ready for the conferring of degrees. Dr. Fatherly.
Mr. Chairman, Madam President, faculty, the class of 2018, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have the privilege of presenting diplomas to more than 620 graduates. We recognize first our students who have completed master's level work. Will the candidates who have completed the requirements for master's degrees please stand? Madam President, upon the recommendation of the faculty and with the approval of the Board of Trustees, I have the honor of presenting the candidates for the degree of Master of Fine Arts in Creative Writing, Master of Arts in Interior Architecture and Design, Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Organizational Development, Master of Arts in Communication, Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Arts in Literacy, Master of Arts in Educational Leadership, and Master of Science in Nursing.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as president of Queen's University of Charlotte by the Board of Trustees and the state of North Carolina, I confer upon you the appropriate degree with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, graduates. And now Mr. Tarwater will join me in congratulating our graduates as they are presented by our academic deans, Dr. John Sisko, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences and the Cato School of Education, Dr. Rick Matthew, McCall School of Business Dean, Dr. Sarah Fatherly, Interim Dean of the Knight School of Communication and Provost, and Dr. Tama Morris, Dean of the Blair College of Health and Presbyterian School of Nursing. I would ask that you reserve your applause until all the diplomas have been presented, but you would ignore that request anyway.
Master of Fine Arts in Creative Writing, April Latisse Blanding. Tier Janae Porter. Tatiana Lydia Mackelbust. Master of Arts in Interior Architecture and Design, Sanam Badshah. Neha Gahani. Quintel Gwynn.
You have a scar? Thank you. McCall School of Business, Master of Business Administration. Ade Aduku Rosemary Adebuya. Tamer Hilal Badawi. Kevin P. Bailey. Thomas Baines. Michael N. Blades. Rhonda Nicole Blake. Jack Timothy Brait. Horatio Hernandez Breeze. Kelly Elizabeth Brown. James Joseph Bryant. Elizabeth Collins Carricker. Jessica Catherine Dowell. Thomas Crimmins Ewing, Jr. David Louis Frattanoni. Stephen Mark Frazier. Ashley H. Goldstein. Manny Gonzalez. Robert J. Gonzalez Diaz. Nathaniel Michael Grove. Austin M. Haba. Christopher Thomas Frank Hale. Carrie Ruth Harper. Regina Giovanna Hernandez Rodriguez. Artemis Alexandra Huff. Anna Mason Camgang. Elizabeth Ann Kelly. Juanita Elise Lilly. Marlene A. McClam. Morgan Ashley Millett. Banata Mai Musa. Sean McDowell. Bridget Kathleen Niebergall. Ashley Randall Naso. Felipe de Samaderos Neto. Edabam John Afiong. Christina Afiong. John Osero. Caitlin Michelle Porath. Atig Rahman. Michael Randall Reynolds. Julia Boyd Rhines. Rachel Nicole Richard. Kristen Marie Rushi. Tate Small. Scott Schmergy. Jacqueline Cherise Snow. Daniel Stafford. Jessica Lynn Vietzen. Brian N. Washnock. Lauren Kingry Watson. Eric Maduro Williams. We still have the Master of Science in Organization Development. Holly Elizabeth Goodman. Christy McCarson Green. Julia Mary Greer. Camelia J. Medor. Laurie K. Meek. Marta Anna Ostrowski. Deidre Boer Pavlin. Candace Lee Price. Sherry Swartout. Thomas Wayne Sykes Jr. Jocelyn Richardson Wilson.
James L. Knight School of Communication, Master of Arts in Communication, Ivy Elizabeth Ambergy. Morgan E. Beatty. Andrea Jennifer Berrigan Bedoy. Erica D. Blue. Monet Janine Bowers. Jasmine Danielle Braden. Iris Olivia Caldwell. Casey Noel Chumley. Matthew L. Collins. Joanna Dawn Dillman. Caitlin Hope Ford. Dakira Monet Hemingway. Jessica Nicole Hill. Nicola Anne-Marie Hines. Melinda Autry Holland. Jacqueline Michelle Combs. Melinda Houston Johnston. Heather Kenny. Jessica Livingston Kepler. Sean G. McKelvey. Arania Lizardo. Afnan Hamza Malki. Nancy Martinek. Ryan Massey. John Alexander Miller. And watch the podium. No. Taylor Witten Pinkney. Deanna Lynette Riley. Megan Joy Robinson. Jana Coleman Sanders. Alexia Elizabeth Snyder. Hector Jose Tricas Vidal. Caitlin Amanda Voigt. Samantha Williams.
The Wayland H. Cato Junior School of Education, Masters of Arts in Teaching, Tiffany Ford. Margaret Ann Mulhall. Crystal Aveen Turner. Lori Michelle Williams. Master of Education in Literacy K through 12, Elizabeth Bridges. Katie Shell Buckley. Tiara Lachey Davis. Cynthia Caroline Dick. Pamela Smith Harris. Hope Yates Henley. Ricky Alexander Hill. Sean Shaquille Lindsay. Sean Patrick O'Leary. Alexandra Romanoff. Jennifer Lynn Samoda. Brittany Nicole Scott. Naja Felice Shah. Andrea Nicole Spano. Lauren Ann Stenny. Megan Amanda Wetzel. Masters of Arts in Educational Leadership, Jessica Leslie Anderson. Melissa Shookhart Austin. Maureen Marie Abenduti. David Edward Blackman. Jennifer Charles Mabry. Audrey Presley Coggins. Kimberly Derrickson. Mia Collins England. Jamal Fagan. Zanetta Harrison Hall. Elizabeth Hutchins. April Denise Isbell. Ebony Pruitt Kennedy. Tiffany L. Leonard. Larry Dean Logan. Ronnie Lee Marshall Jr. Carla Hall McIntyre. Sumitris Yvette McKenney. Victoria Kelly McKinnon. Lachey Renee Morgan. Mary Ellen Morris. Stephanie Catherine Oshevsky. David John O'Shea. Justin Herman Pearson. Mary Rose Ramsey. Jessica Rivas. Matilda Emma Scott. Kaylana Nadine Scott. Angela Teresa Struve. Kaylee Jordan Thigpen. Rena Naomi Thomas. Rochelle Trebus. Kimberly Waltower. Christine Scheffler Ward. Shannon J. Weathers. Tina Roselle Estelle LaRue Williams. Naida Monet Young. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, mercy. Yes.
Presbyterian School of Nursing, Master of Science in Nursing. Regina Danielle Baldwin. Terilyn Davis Bracy. Teresa Diane Davis. Fabio A.F. D'Souza. Tiffany Elena Elcock. Deborah Renee Dow Emden. Lorna Vanessa Spinall. Amanda Parker Felton. Maria Elena Tanco Galan. Elizabeth Danielle Howerton. Carissa Denise Carissa. Wengia Olivia Hudson. Chinyere Patience Iguilo. Chelsea Marie Inman. Baby Joy John. Darcy Corrine Kelso. Rebecca Kathleen Lopez. Megan Elizabeth Marcus. Avery Ann Moore. Kimberly Dion Osborne. Katrina Danielle Sanders. Janice Langford Sills. Kendra Iris Tesber. Amy Jo Tippett. Amanda Caroline Truesdale. Patricia Evans Wallace. Gail Kane Woods.
Please join us in recognizing the accomplishments of these Queens graduates. We now recognize our students who have completed bachelor's degrees. Will the candidates who have completed the requirements for bachelor's degrees please stand? Madam President, upon the recommendation of the faculty and with the approval of the Board of Trustees, I have the honor of presenting the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Business Administration, and Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as president of Queens University of Charlotte by the Board of Trustees and the state of North Carolina, I confer upon you the appropriate degree with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, graduates.
College of Arts and Sciences, Bachelor of Arts, Ray Abril. Sarah Abdul Masen Al Musalami. Faith Elizabeth Anthony. Kimberly S. Barnhart, summa cum laude. Charlotte Ellen Bedell, summa cum laude. Chessa Marie Beebe. Valerie Rose Bisak, summa cum laude. Brianna Elise Boatwright. Brittany. Morima Africa Antu Brown. Mariama. Maggie Ann Buckley. Zachary Quinn Bruner. Tarvia Chittick, summa cum laude. Almeda May Christensen, cum laude. Jose Contreras Rangel. Avery Jordan Cypress, cum laude. Nathaniel De Cruz. Julia Marie Debsky with University Honors, cum laude. Edgar Andreas Delgado. Gregory Scott Dunn, summa cum laude. Amer Elbe. Kilver Fuentes, cum laude. Alondra Garcia Mendoza. Kaylin Yvonne Gerdes. Caitlin Ashley Gilchrist. Diane Elizabeth Hagstrom, magna cum laude. Brianna Henry, cum laude. Kiadra Nicole Houston, cum laude. Brianna Nicole Umbrugno. Robert C. Jennings, magna cum laude. Asha Jihan Johnson, magna cum laude. Letice Tanika Johnson. Rachel Irene Kinkart, cum laude. Anne Elizabeth King, cum laude. Stephanie M. Kirkland. Sydney Morgan Kuntz. Nathan Lawyer, summa cum laude. Alacia Nicole Lockhart. Corey Lynn Lucas, magna cum laude. Laura Alexandra Marshall. Darian Yvette Martinez. Allison K. McClung, summa cum laude. Sydney Angelique Meminger. Michael Paul Miller. Alexandra Kathleen Morton. Lindsay Marie Moyles, magna cum laude. Brianna Nicole Paglia. Enzo Pazzo. Isabel Perez, summa cum laude. Camila Pitts. Danielle Marie Price. Jocelyn Marie Purdy. Anne Lee Rissanen, cum laude. Victoria Lynn Robinson, magna cum laude. Lindsay Rubino, magna cum laude. De Niro LaShawn Sanders.
Step in.
Marissa Kathleen Schrader. Kristen Imelda Seacrest. Jasmine Livleen Singh, magna cum laude. Roe Smith. Weston Paul Smith, magna cum laude. Kim Laura Theed, magna cum laude. Sherry Michelle Thompson. Janice Lee Rucker Wardlow, summa cum laude. Daryl Lamont White Jr., Jayanne Monique White, Jayana, Courtney N. Wilbur, cum laude. Robert Thomas Williams Jr., Terrence Cortez Shepard, Bachelor of Music, Alexandra Ray Allen, cum laude. Gabriel Arguello. Catherine E. Conrad, cum laude. Nathaniel Dean Gallier, summa cum laude. Melanie Claudette Green, cum laude. Olivia Ann Higdon. Bailey Nicole Hunt. Sadie Elizabeth McClure, summa cum laude. Sierra Alexis Shoup, summa cum laude. Kelsey Sylvia, cum laude. Bachelor of Science, Fernando Javier Cardenas Santos. Juan Carlos Carrillo Garcia, summa cum laude. Courtney Randolph Cosby. Kadisha Mariah Culpepper, summa cum laude. Allison Margaret Dishman with Ashlyn Margaret Dishman with University Honors. Sanam Fazilova. Natalie Furr, summa cum laude. Bradford Avery Hancock. Alana Virginia Jefferson, summa cum laude. Celine Kong Shuit Lin, summa cum laude. Christina Rose Koslowski. Angela Coria Cosa. Cheyenne Del Logan. Ashanae Danielle Lynch, cum laude. Jessica Elizabeth Rains, magna cum laude. Marcus Ruben Ramos Pearson, cum laude. Emma Smith, magna cum laude. Catherine Grace Summerell, magna cum laude. Nala Lynn Swanson. Carter Joseph Triana, summa cum laude. Joshua M. Van Weezip. Megan Patricia Weeks, cum laude. Jasmine Brianna Woods. Waylon H. Cato Jr. School of Education, Bachelor of Arts. Jamalyn Savannah Ellis. Lauren Presley McGill. Julia Emily Monday, cum laude. Kelly Elizabeth Murphy. Caitlin Brooke Rhodes, magna cum laude. Brittany Corasia Slaughter. Elena Grace Snow, summa cum laude. Morgan Jean Winnestaffer, summa cum laude.
McCall School of Business, Bachelor of Arts, Ruth A. Miller. Deborah Ann News. Bachelor of Business Administration, Catherine M. Anderson, magna cum laude. Nicholas Arkelian, cum laude. Arminda Nezekwe Barambudier. Linda Barron, summa cum laude. Thalia M. Brown, cum laude. Zachary J. Brusso, cum laude. Nicholas Carlson. Sydney Catherine Cash, magna cum laude. Allison Nicole Caldwell, cum laude. Matthew David Current. Alvaro de la Osa, magna cum laude. Shane Cameron Devine. David Duty Jr., magna cum laude. Jeffrey Eaton. Marcela Flores, summa cum laude. Paula Garcia Fornes. Olivia Michelle Gutconnect, summa cum laude. Jeremy Wesley Harris. Erica Marie Hayes, cum laude. Jacob Cole Hirely, cum laude. Trevor Kent Jones, magna cum laude. Kira Ann Elizabeth Jordan, summa cum laude. Ryan Joseph Kuzensky. Danielle Marie Konopelski, cum laude. Andrew Michael Lapointe, cum laude. William Lynn, cum laude. Roger Edward Loesch, Jr. Jared Lucas. Alvin Banyef Juve Makundi Chibinda. Christopher Bennett Mays. Hugh McLaren, magna cum laude.
Hello.
Caroline Elizabeth Montgomery. Maxwell E. Morgan. Elfried Cheva Dasanga. Caroline Nielsen Pantaleone, summa cum laude. Jonathan Noble. Nicole Diana Olivari, cum laude. Jonathan Page. Brajesh Patel, cum laude. Paul Pijule, magna cum laude. Kelvin Pineda. Michael Jason Pritchard, magna cum laude. Maurice Sheldon Darrell Reed. Rosario Rodriguez. Christopher G. Rolfe, summa cum laude. Yulia Shaluk. Orion Ezra Lyons Sires. Spencer A. Smith, cum laude. Lucas Grant Snyder. Ayana Ochena Spence. John William Souther. Savannah Brooke Tinsley, cum laude. Renee Uffing, magna cum laude. Joshua David Watkins, summa cum laude. Patrick McManus White, summa cum laude. Michael James Wilhelm, magna cum laude. Lei Wu.
James L. Knight, School of Communication, Bachelor of Arts, Ike Jr. Agassi. Ava Rose Alvarez, cum laude. Amanda Adele Bueller. Stephanie Chloe Filardo Bunau, summa cum laude. Olivia Carlton, summa cum laude. Audrey Austin Chesser. Gabriella Marie DiTomaso. Aisha Falls. Veronica G. Fernandez. Nicole M. Figueroa. Jonah Marcel Forte. You're going to have to wait for this, apparently. Tariq Kwesi Harris. Caroline Marie Howes, cum laude. Austin Jonathan Huddy, cum laude. Carissa Renee Jenkins. Emily K. Camrood, magna cum laude. Rachel Elizabeth Laurie, cum laude. Brian Michael Milgate. Carlotta Nassi, summa cum laude. Jessica Jane Parmenter, magna cum laude. Rebecca Anna Revitt, magna cum laude. Ian Lachlan Shackley, magna cum laude. Isaac Thomas Walker. Mitchell Anthony Wallace. Reagan Eleanor Wallace, cum laude. Nathan Williams. Eliza Katarina Weierback, magna cum laude. Sarah Marie Warlock.
From the Andrew Blair College of Health, Bachelor of Arts degrees, Anna DeAngelis. Linda Celine De Jesus Gonzalez, magna cum laude. Rachel Lynn Gross Clemmer. Nicole Ivy Hall. Caitlin M. Kelly, summa cum laude. Sean Morgan. Ashley Danielle King. Rebecca McKenzie, magna cum laude. Freddie Lee Sherrill Sr. Kara Melisha Sparks, magna cum laude. Madeline Juanita Thomas. Bachelor of Science. Inigo Elathea. Jalen Marquise Alexander. Patrick Matthew Aravina. Famada Bendo Barrett. Melissa Catherine Blatnick, magna cum laude. Lolita Bulatova. Luis Eduardo F. Campos. Abigail Brianna Carls, magna cum laude. Habitamo Waldensabet Tiramo. Sarah Cliff. Elaine Gilbert Andre Colon. Caroline Condon. Parker Stephen Cook Weeks. Tristan Michael David. Michael Jerome Davis Jr. Dion Christian Dreesens, magna cum laude. Olivia Grace Elrod, cum laude. Daniel Joseph Fowler. Samantha Lynn Fedock. Catherine Elizabeth Fedorchenko. Asia Simone Hart. Hayden Miles Hatfield. Jasmine Nicole Huntley. James Heaney. Florencia Carolina Adihe. Teresa Kalisha Jones. Eric Kurak, cum laude. Jackson Kiski Kojima, cum laude. Madison Kroger. Stephanie McCole Lewis. Deja S. Lewis Donnerson. Nicole Faith Lindholm. Abby Lathan. Tiffany Marie Logan, cum laude. Sarah Catherine Lusich, magna cum laude. Caio de Almeida Marcio. Austin Nelson Mangum. Shannon Lee Mansberger. Mandy McNeese. Camry Brianna Mobley. Kylie Drew Nizelek. Mariah Alexandra Patterson. Christina Hannah Paul. Sheridan Nicole Presley. Emily Ann Price, cum laude. Anthony Jacob Rizzo, summa cum laude. Julian Oubre Saunders. Evie Michelle Scott. Florence Seme. Mackenzie Ray Stevens, summa cum laude. Jessica Lee Stringfella, summa cum laude. Daria Telenova, cum laude. Alexandra Joanne Thompson, magna cum laude. Andor Voss. Kayla Danielle Washaba. Anna Elizabeth Wilson. Todd Dwayne Withers. Presbyterian School of Nursing, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Catherine Reynolds Blocker, magna cum laude. Hannah Claire Boat. Stacy Ingram Bushart. Jenna Lee Chunard. Colleen Brianna Chuppy. Rebecca Lynn Cockrum, cum laude. Emily Grace Cole. Nicole Marianne Day. Ashley Jeanette Denny. Melissa Nicole Doheny. Michelle Harmon Dudley. Bailey Elizabeth Ellison. Jesse Ryan Evans. Elena Nicole Frontalizzi. Taylor Nicole Gibson. Kelsey Lee Ann Gilliam. Rachel Nicole Green, magna cum laude. Brittany Wanda Hall. Christy Lynn Hedrick. Ashley Nicole Hoda. Alexandra Stigl Hunter. Itzel Juarez. Dominique Marie Juliano. Kaylee Corinne Lawrence. Victoria Alexandra Lee. Mariah Lewis. Anna Albert McCraw. Erica Ricole McKinney, magna cum laude. Morgan Ryan Morris, magna cum laude. Catherine Marie Munger. Jennifer Abbott Neal. Andrew Nicole Noel. Richard Noel. Sorry, Andrew. Kayleen Alyssa Norcutt. Sarah Charlotte Opper. Caitlin Elizabeth Presley. Olivia Elena Santos Hedgepate. Erin Nicole Satterfield. Casey Brooke Swoop. Kayla Vogel Wong. Tawanda S. Windham. Hannah Luke Woods. Courtney Lee Yambo.
Please join me in recognizing the accomplishments of these Queens graduates.
This concludes the conferring of degrees on the class of 2018. I would ask now that you rise to sing the Queen's Hymn led by Allie Allen and Olivia Higdon, which will be followed by the benediction.
Congratulations, class of 2018. And now let us hear a good word of benediction. This may be the end of a chapter, but it's just the beginning of a new life, a new adventure. As you go from this place, seek justice, love mercy, always walk humbly with the spirit of love. With that love, wherever you find yourselves, feed the hungry, clothe the naked, care for those imprisoned, the widow, the orphan, the homeless. Be a sanctuary. Proclaim the good news. Speak truth to power. May each one of us always remember to recognize the humanity in one another. Cada uno de nosotros y nosotras estamos creados con valor y dignidad. Let us go now in peace.